In this part, I want to solve this question. This question is from Rashid School, which the best one of the school in in Singapore. I'd like to be try to solve this question. Okay, let's be read together. Number 21. Kumar used some wires to make the following figure. The figure is made up of three semicircle arcs and an equilateral triangle. Line XY is 10 cm and line YZ is 30 cm. Find the total line of the wires used. And the recommended P from this question is 3.14. Okay, let's be counting together. But before it, let me write down the line of XY is 10 and then the line of YZ is 30. Okay, and then let me counting one by one shape. Number one is let me draw triangle. We know the kind of this triangle is equilateral, so the side, the length of every side is same. We have 40 and then 40 and also 40. Why it can be? Because if we look in this part, 10 plus 30 is 40. Okay, so we know the total length of the shape is 40 plus 40 and also plus 40, so the result will equal 120 centimeter. Okay, let's we move to the next shape. We have three semicircle. Let's be counting from the smallest semicircle. Okay, in this one x and then the diameter is 10, but if we want to counting the perimeter, we have the formula. Okay, then the formula is 2 times p times r. Okay, but don't forget we should to add half in this formula because the shape is semicircle. Okay, and also times by 2 and also times p and times r. R is radius, but how to find this radius? The way is you should know the diameter. The diameter is 10 and then divided by 2. Okay, so the formula is diameter divided by 2. The result is 5. Okay, but the radius every circle is different, right? Okay. And then let's continue to counting this one. 1 over 2 times 2, and then we write down 3.14 as recommended, times by 5. Okay, and we have 2 and also 2. Okay, 2 at the above and also at the below we have 2, so we can cross out this number 2 and then divided by 2. Okay, so we still remains number 3.14 times by 5. Let's be counting this number. If we have comma in the middle of the number, we can remove it for a while. Okay, and then we have 314 and times by 5. Okay, let's counting 20, so we put at the below 0, and we also have 2 and then 1 by 5. 1 times by 5 is 5, but remember we also still have 2, so the result is 5 times 5 plus 2 is 7, and then the last you can cross out this number, and then the last is 3 times by 5, so the result is 15. Okay, but behind of the comma there are two numbers, so we can put the comma from behind toward to the front as many two numbers. Okay, 1 2. Okay, but so we have 15,7. We can cross out 0 because yes, we can cross out 0. Why it can be like that? Okay, I will give you explanation. So if we have 3.3,14, it means that 314 divided by 100, right? Okay, so same as with this number. Okay, this result. If the result is 1 oh, I'm sorry, if the result is 15, okay, and 17, so we can divide it by 100 because we still have comma. Yes, comma. So we have comma, and at the behind of the comma there are two numbers, so we can divide it by 100. Okay, so the result is 15, 2. Yes, and number 3. Okay, the second small semicircle. Let's we draw Y and Z. Okay, and then the diameter is 30. Okay, but the radius is 30 divided by 2. Then the result is 15. Okay, And then we know the formula is same as before. 2 times p times r. Okay, but don't forget to add up 1 over 2 because the shape is semi-circle. Okay, and then times 2, then times p, and then times r. Okay, okay, let's write down again. 1 over 2 times 2 times 3.13 times by 15. Okay, okay, and then we let's mark this number 2 and also 2 we can cross out. Okay, yes, 2 divided by 2 again, and the Riemann number is the Riemann number are 3.14 and also 15. Okay, so how to multiplying two numbers? Okay, let's be counting together. Same as before. If we have the comma in the middle of the numbers, we can remove it just well. Okay, and then we have 314 times by 15. Okay, let me counting 4 times by 5 is 20, so we can put 0 at the below and we can keep 2 at the top, and the next multiply is 1 times by 5 is 5, but remember we also still have 2, so the result is 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, so we can cross out this number, and then the last 3 times by 5, so the result is 15. And also we still have 4 times by 1 is 4, 1 times by 1 is 1, and 3 times by 1 is 1. Okay, so let's make it up. 0 and then 11 and okay, 7 and 2. Okay, so the result is 27 1 and 0, but we also have at the behind, okay, we also have comma, right? At the behind of the comma there are 2 numbers. It means that we should divide it by 100, right? So we can should divide it by 100. Okay, let's cross out that 0 and 0 because number. Okay, and then we still have, yes, 10. Okay, then we can know the result is 27 comma 1. Why it can be like that? Because if you want to divide it divide that 20 let's okay, let me to give you example. Okay, 271 divided by 10. Okay, so each the number that times by 10 and the result here with 27, but not more from 27. So we know 2 by 2 times by 10. Yes, so the result is 20. It's near this number near with 27. Okay, but and then let's minus. Okay, let's we put 2 at the top, and we also have 71. Okay, and then which the number that if times multiply by 10, so the result near 71. Okay, so the number is 10, 7, right? Okay, 7 times by 10 is 70. It's near with 71, but it's not more. It's not more from 71. So let's be minus. We have remains 1. That we put 7 at the top, but 1 divided by 10 at the tail. So we can add 0 at the behind of 1, and yes, 1, and we can put comma is 1, and 10 times by blah blah blah, and the result is 10. So the number is 1. 1 times by 10 is 10. Okay, so the result is 27 comma 1. Okay, that's true. Okay, and then let's be counting the last shape. Oh, I'm sorry, number 4. The last shape or the biggest circle is, okay, we know it is 1 10 plus 30, so the diameter of the biggest semicircle is 40. Okay, so the diameter is 40. This is x and z, but the radius is usually divided by 2, so the radius is 40 divided by 2. The result is 20. And then the formula is same as before. 2 times p times r, but don't forget to add up as 1 over 2 because the shape is semicircle, and times by 2 times by p, and then times by r. Okay, 1 over 2 times by 2 times by p, 3.14, and times by 20. That's right. Okay, and we know we have 2 at the below and 2 at the top. if the number is same, okay, so we can cross out this number, okay, let me cross out the number, okay, and then the Riemann's number is the Riemann's number are 3.14 times by 20, okay, 20. Right? But if you have zero, behind of the number, we can remove just very well, okay, and we also do the same way like before. If we have comma in the middle of the number, we can remove it well, okay, so we have 314 and times by 2, okay, let's continue together. 4 times by 2 is 8, 1 times 2 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. Nice, okay, and then don't forget we still have 0, okay, like 0, let's put in the behind, okay, but don't forget we also have a comma, yes, in the middle of 3.14, so it means that 6,280 divided by, yes, 100. Let's we cross out 0 and 0, okay, because 0 is not useful, okay, right, in this part, okay, and then we still have 628, and we also have 10, yes, so we can divide it, but the, yes, you can divide it like the way before that I explained to you, but the easy way, if there is 0, we can yes, we can change the 0 to be comma, okay, so 62 comma 8, okay, so we have all of the length from the shape, okay, and we have 120 and also 15,7 and also 7 to 27,1 and also 62,8, okay, let me total all of the length, okay, so let me do change the color, okay, so we have 120 and we have 15,7. Why I yes, if you have round number, please align with the round number, and so the we have 15 and also yes, 15, we should put the 15 at the below of 20, because it, like round number, and yes, we also have 27,1 and also have 62,8. Okay, let's plus all of the number, and so the result is, okay, 16, we should put 6, and then we keep 1 on top, and then 1 plus 5 plus 7 and plus 2 is, yes, 15, right, okay, let's put 5 and keep 1, and then let's cross out 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 6, so the result is 5 of 9, 2, and then keep 1, okay, and then we have 1 plus 1 is 2, okay, so the result is 225 comma and comma 6, I mean, like this, okay, and yes, if you have comma, please notice, right, okay, it the position, it's be that's close number, the position align with the, yeah, line as the form, okay, if we have comma, so please put the number that behind of the comma align with the number that behind of the comma too, okay, so the result is 20, the result is 225,6, that's all.